Hey everybody, welcome to another Quicksave Review with BRC. A Quicksave Review, if you haven't seen it before, is basically a Let's Play mixed with a review where I show off a game I am currently playing. And I'm currently playing Explosive Jake on the Switch. Now, Explosive Jake is basically a Bomberman clone where you play as this little skeleton named Jake. He can lay little pink bombs. As you see here, we can blow up crates. And we can also blow up the enemies that are flying around here, like the ghosts and the skeletons and stuff, like so. Your whole task here is to not only blow up what you can, but to also hit the switches to open up the gates that you're going to see in the middle there. So we're going to hit the second button that'll open up the second gate. You also need to find A, a key, and B, a door. So that is all you're doing in this. You're blowing dudes up. You're gonna grab that shield. That is a health power-up that's pretty important to grab. But yeah, basically, like, you watch out, you don't die, you kill enemies when you can, you time, you know, your bomb blaster when the enemies come up here, and you try to find, there's the key, you try to find the key, and you try to find the door and get the hell out. So you don't actually need to kill all the enemies. They are on a path that never changes. Ooh, I gotta be careful there. Almost took myself out. So yeah, I mean, you could sit here. I could sit here in this path all day, and I would be fine because the enemies are never gonna get that close to me. Apparently, they're never gonna get that close to my bombs either. I'm trying to take some of these guys out again. There we go. I got the ghost. Now we just gotta find the door. So yeah, save yourself, lay the bombs, lay the groundwork, find the key, find the door, open up the gates if you need to with the switches. That's it. Truth be told, I played through this level before. Figured it'd be a good idea to kind of like show one that I was somewhat familiar with. I believe the door is down here if I remember right. There's the door. The door doesn't always look the same. You get like a little demon-looking door right there, but in other levels, it was just like a regular wooden door. So the graphics do change depending on what you're playing. So for example, here's a robot level, which is kind of cool. We're actually gonna jump out of this robot level and go to where I have currently left off with Explosive Jake. Let's hit exit. And I just hit exit, by the way. It takes probably a good 10 seconds to load up this little scene where you can see what levels you have available to you. So, as you can see, I've only played 4 of the levels here, but the game is pretty much the same all the way throughout. So far, level 3/level 4 has been the toughest level because it featured pillars that were shooting fireballs through, you know, from one end of the level all the way to the other end, and that made it pretty challenging. So you've already seen a ghouls and ghosties themed level. You saw the robot levels, briefly. Now you're going to see the other theme here. And that is a Knight's theme, which is kind of cool. Take that guy out here. So I have not played through this level. I just knew that it was a Knight theme because this is where I quit, because I knew I could show off the game. So yeah, you might be wondering, like, wow, RC, you didn't play a whole lot of this game, you know, and you're already showing it off, you're already doing a review. Well, that's sort of the magic of the Quicksave Review. Because a lot of these games I show off, I'm pretty confident that I am showing you pretty much what the game is. I don't think that the rest of this game is going to vary much from what you've already seen in that one level. As you can see here, we're still blowing up crates. We are still avoiding obstacles. We are still blowing up bad guys. Like, nothing is really changing in that aspect. What I will say that I do like about this game, I do like the music. The music is very NES styled. I'm always a fan of that. This song specifically reminds me of Mega Man. Man, there's a lot of saw blades in this level. And I like the overall simplistic design in the game. I like that you like just play a character and his one role is like setting bombs or whatever. I'm cool with that. I like that. However, the game, what you see here is what you get. You know, this is going to be a positive or negative for you based on what kind of games you like. So if you are a fan of more simplistic arcade games, and you might be saying, hey, you know, I really wish we could get back to the days where arcade games, or back to the days of arcade games, rather. I feel like, you know, if you're somebody who says, man, games today sure are complicated and there's a lot to keep track of when you're playing them, this might be a treat for you right here. There's the door. So typically what I found in this game, the strategy is if you found the door on one side, the key is generally going to be on the other side. There's a shield. Always welcomed to get a shield. Yeah, there's a lot of saw blades in this level, but surprisingly this level, I don't want to speak too soon here, but seems a lot easier than the previous level in my opinion. We're gonna go hit this one. This has got to be the key, right? Yep. So, somewhat predictable to know that the key is on one side and the door is going to be on the complete other side of the map. One other thing I want to show off here, and I'm going to switch over my webcam to the left side here just so you can see it real quick, is that there is a certain amount of things they're keeping track of in the game behind my webcam. So you can see, obviously, stage 4, they keep track of how much time it's taking you to get from, you know, the start to the end. There is a score. It tells you what items you have as far as hearts and all that stuff. And there we go. We finished the level. Not too shabby, right? Oh, and I was expecting another robot level, but that is not what we got here. Okay. Let's continue on. So yeah, Explosive Jake. Like I said, simple arcade game. This is one I would have expected to see, you know, in an arcade or on the NES when I was a kid. It's Bomberman as a skeleton, and obviously it's got a little bit more going for it. Looks like we just got a little power up there. Let's see what that did. Not sure it did much of anything. More powerful, maybe? I don't I don't know. That's the other thing. This game doesn't really come with a manual to tell you what everything does. The shield and stuff is pretty obvious, but other stuff not so much. There are enemies running all over the place. It's hard to really memorize everybody's patterns. Drop a bomb there. There we go. There we go. We got one of the skeletons. Ah! Oh, I see. So the second bomb means that you can literally lay a second bomb. Alright, I'm cool with that. Now hopefully as levels go on, it might be one of those situations, there's the key. It might be one of those situations where, you know, extending the range of your bomb as well, because that was always the perk of Bomberman, right? It was always like, how big can I get my bomb blast, right? And that was always super fun to be able to blast somebody from, like, across the level, right? Okay, that guy doesn't make it. Okay. Lay that bomb there. Oh, wow, that was a great hit. I got 3 ghosts with that hit. But I'm going to go ahead and say that I think that the game is going to be sort of like, you know, I think this is basically what you're going to get. I think you're going to be able to lay more bombs at once if you so choose, or if you so find the power-ups to do it. But I don't see range really coming into it. Oh no! I was just like, accidentally hit the X button and completely restarted me. Alright, well, lesson learned. Guys, if you don't want to restart your level, don't hit the X button. Wow, that's dumb. Okay, well, there you have it. Looks like I can still lay 2 bombs, though. So there's that. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that is Explosive Jake. Like I said, a very simple arcade-style game. Very much a love letter to Bomberman in a lot of ways. But of course with a Halloween or horror theme, which I always welcome in my games, especially when it's got a fun style look like this. and especially what it looks like in an NES game. Always into that kind of thing. Yeah, there you go, guys. Want to thank you for watching, and of course, I will see you all next time in the next Quicksave review. See you then.